Trying to stay focused, kind of like Moses. As somebody chose us. Weight on my shoulder. I feel these emotions. Still I keep going. I've been through a poet. I've been through the motions. I'm feeling heroic. Life is a dice game. I dare you to blow it. Might get a strike, man. But that ain't gonna pay for the strollers. It's never enough to get sold. Tell your daddy you're soldier. She needs you right now to smoke. I bet her your baby should roses. So me, I'm just carving the sculpture. Fine tuning my approaches. Coming back as I own it. The moment of truth is the bonus. Going from hoes. What's up, Miracle Baby, home of the intuitives? This is Miracle Baby 777, home of the what? Intuitives. And I'm just here to do your Lionsgate portal reading. I know I started yesterday, but I just feel like yesterday just wasn't good enough. Something about the mode, something about the motion, something about the vibes. It just wasn't good enough. So now I'm here to present my Lionsgate portal reading to you guys. And before we even get started, shout out to those and shout out to the ones that continue to rain blessings on my life. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for looking for me. I'm not hard to find. It's just that I want to take a few days off. I really wanted to meditate and I really wanted to be inside of this Lionsgate portal reading. And so before I even got started, you know, certain things that I have to do on my end. Many different realms that I was into and depth inside of just to give you these messages. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Before we even get started though, I did want to say there is a lot of messages that I was downloading on. We are going to start with the Lionsgate's portal reading, and we will be picking up what will be seen, what is the importance of this reading, and how would this all affect like everything that we have going on. So I have a lot of messages. Obviously I have a lot of downloads. Okay, so Spirit, before we even get started, I ask that you are able to remove the veil so that I'm able to travel through many different realms to be able to deliver these messages to those who are open, to those whose hearts are open to hear and see and feel, because that's what we all about, right? Home and intuitives. Remember, we are in the kitchen today. We are not outside on the grill. Okay, so this reading may be a little bit more laid back, and I think that's perfectly fine for whatever we have going on. So let's go ahead and get started. So what will be seen? The divine intervention, the divine world. All right. As many of you are understanding, we are in many different universes, but for this particular universe, the Lionsgate's portal is very open. It's very, you know, it's very astrological. I would say it's very historical. And so we are going to pick up a lot of information from our loved ones, our ancestors, and everything else that are meant to be here. If you are not a part of this realm, please don't come in here disturbing my energy, right? Because we are working with our inner G's, right? Our inner G. All right, so before we even get started, this is a magical realm. All right, this is a magical message for those whose hearts, again, are open. If you're not open, these messages will not resonate. You be too busy over on the side, player hating. And we understand that too. So, let's go ahead and get started. All right. Many of you are going to be seeing a lot of birds today. If you're witnessing a murder, we're not talking about a death, well, God forbid, but today is just all about like representing and seeing murders, meaning when you see a lot of birds, a lot of black crows, a lot of red robins, you're going to be seeing your state's mascot, which is most likely a bird or some type of entity or some type of mobility that's going to allow this energy to shift. All right, and so that's a lot of things that you're going to be seeing right now too. So the importance of the Lionsgate is all about your roots. It's all about where we come from. It's all about what's going to help us manifest and get to the other realm, because this is all about manifestation. It's all about allowing these energies to help us get and build and go wherever we need to go. Right? We are dealing with both forces here. I do not own the rights to this music, so if y'all hear some music in my background, like YouTube, don't try me today. Okay, I just want to give the messages. I just want to do. I don't want to be blocked. I don't want to be none of that. None of that. All right, so let's get into it. So I want y'all to know that this is the time to manifest. This is the spirit of manifestation. So this is the part that's going to get you to your next chapter. Whatever you're going through on your fate, whatever is a part of your destiny, you will be aligning yourself to that. And I think that's pretty much cool. I think that's going to happen. Whatever once thought that could be stopped is actually amplified on so many different levels in so many different realms. So let's go ahead and get started before I just start rambling off. I'm not trying to ramble off today. I'm not trying to talk your head off, but I will. I can talk something else off too. Them draws. So let's keep it moving. All right. Let's not get sexual. Okay. Moving on. All right, so let's get an overall energy for everyone that home and intuitives. Not everyone. We're only speaking on home and intuitives because that's just what the message is about. So we are in the kitchen. We have a kitchen talk. All right, we are having kitchen talk. So tell me about your experience. Tell me about my experience. Okay, we are doing all that today. Because this is a place where we come back to home and we come back to center and we get to understanding why we are actually on this mission, even amongst everything that we are going through and everything that we're experiencing, right? And so when you got 100 rounds on me. Shout out to Chris Brown. We love you, Chris. All right, keep doing your thing. Keep fighting the odds. Okay, we heard some of us are just not a part of society. Some of us are not a part of the traditional views of everything, and so that's okay too. So there's many parts of the Bible that everybody just really don't know, and then there's some people that God gave a lot of intuition to and a lot of messages to for the secret workers and for those who are meant to be in part of this realm. So a fiery climax is approaches. Boom, we already setting it off. So Aries energy out here. Shout out to Aries. A fiery climax approaches. All right, so let me tell you something. Your back is against the wall, baby. Your back is against the wall, home and intuitive. So you thought this was gonna be easy. Everything ain't easy. However, the answers that you are needing are coming. I'm getting ready to deliver these messages to you because you're just like, all right, Jack, I'm on my journey. I'm doing whatever I got to do. All right, home and intuitive. Am I feeling this? Am I feeling you? Whatever it is, it's like, do you feel where I'm coming from? We do. We do. And so we all are being checked by the same master. Whatever the master is in your life, whether if it's addiction, whether if it's just triumphs, whether if it's whatever that entity is that's giving you a lot of gravity and a lot of pull, a lot of force, that's the energy that we are speaking on. So that's what's going to bring a lot of clarity, all right, during this time too, because I feel like many of you just need clarity. Like, am I on the right path? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? God, come on now, like, send me another message, right? And so this energy can't be forced, though. Even though the force of energy is out here, it can't be forced, it just can't. So I'm going to go ahead and tap into that because I just feel like many of us need these answers. Many of us just like, we got hit with some shit over the weekend, right? We got touched, we got hit. Right, we got hit in so many areas, but of course you're going to always have your favorite Leos or your favorite spiritual practitioners to be there and before you, and they're all going to represent whatever you're representing. So a fiery climax approach. So be ready. How am I going to get you ready? No, you got to get yourself ready. But let me tell you how to get ready. So many things. So the cycle is still going, right? We understand the matrix. We already in this. So you're going to get hit. This is something that's coming in a ton of bricks. It's almost like an empire or some type of establishment or some type of energy is just starting to like unfold, right? It's just unfolding. It's just like, okay, cool. They don't like to see you on this platform because they wish they was on this platform, right? Maybe some people don't have the placement in their charts to be able to stand in front of a nation or stand in front of an entity and be able to talk their shit and be truthful and be the people that they're wanting to be, authentic person that they're supposed to be. And sometimes it come into something like a disagreement. Maybe sometimes it come into an argument, but we're not trying to argue. It's just like it's like the battle of the fields, right? Battle of the sexes. So many of you could really battle in that. Many of you are battling emperors, people that are in higher places or people that have some type of authority over your life. And so you're really about to present them with the idea, or you're about to present them with some type of knowledge or some type of commodity that's going to make them like actually look back and be like, okay, so you're going to be the first and you're going to be the face of what's new. Remember, you're an innovator. Okay, home intuitive, you're not meant to look like everybody else. You're not meant to be in certain cycles with everyone. That's the reason why they come to you and they come to your platform now. The same thing that you believe in, they're going to try to go against it because honestly, they're not meant to be on your team. So that's why you have to let them know, like, listen, baby, we're not on the same page. And that's okay, because if I spend too much time trying to express this thing to you or argue with you about something, at that point, I'm losing my own energy. So what we do is we separate ourselves. We let bygones be bygones, and you still build and you still learn and you still grow in the mix of it. So that's why the fiery climax is being approached to you. The answers that you need are coming, right? It's almost like clarity. It's almost like, so how have you really been feeling? Like, oh, I've been feeling like this. I've been feeling like that. Okay, I feel like this about you. I feel like that. And it's just like, well, I'm glad I understood what you had to say. And I appreciate your, because some people are really out of the pits of their heart. Like some people are really thinking they're really trying to project something on you, and it's really coming from a great place. It's not that it's nothing to like really be like argumentative about. It's just really a place where they're coming from, and mind you, you have your messages, so do they, right? And so now we all in this tunnel, and we all trying to figure out what it is. But I feel like many of the home intuitives, we know, but it's just like almost some things like Harriet couldn't save everybody. So you got to keep it moving. All right. So with that being said, I am going to bust some decks for you. Remember, because that's what they don't like. They don't like tarot. But it's not about tarot. It's not about like, imagine this deck being a phone call to home, or being a phone call to your roots, or being a phone call to the higher realms, or whatever the case may be. So then they're like, well, you're lost. You don't have this. You don't have that. No, baby, I'm just on my journey. And unfortunately, I'm sorry. Like, and that's the thing. People will project on you, and they're not even on their journey, right? They're not even really standing up to be in the power or be whatever. So whatever empire that they're building, they needed a team. Some of you don't need a team, all right? And obviously, we're going to get the support, and we're going to get the love and the divine guidance that we always have had and always will continue to have. But for some others, they don't have that. And so what they're going to do, they're going to stay stuck. So I ask that you guys do not get stuck. Okay, open your hearts up. Learn, like, please learn about learn about what's inside of your soul. Like, what is your soul telling you to do? And here's the thing, nobody's here to battle that, because can't nobody battle you what you stand 10 toes on and whatever God has presented in your life. And so I was hit with this question over the weekend, and it was so ironic. It was a little bit of a nuisance, because I'm going to be honest with you, it was a little bit of annoying, but I had to like maneuver through it. I had to like speak through it. I had to converse through it as well. But somebody was like, well, what God do you represent? Because I'm just like, yo, damn. So when you get in those areas with people and you're finding yourself being combative, or you find yourself arguing, what your beliefs is and stuff like that's just a conversation we don't even have to have. You know what I'm saying? Just respect my work, respect me as a person, respect whatever I have going on, because at the end of the day, I'm on my journey. Whatever your journey is, I respect it. I don't go against that, right? Because I feel like in your heart, you remember, we in my season, so the heart is being weighed against the feathers. So as long as the heart is good, as long as your mindset is good, as long as you're in a good space, I can deal with that, right? And I can maneuver through that. So let's get started. What will be seen through this Lionsgate portal? So many of you are trying to figure out how to be a wife. Many of you are actually trying to figure out how to be a good husband. Some of you have built empires, and now you're trying to maneuver through your empires, which is okay. And you will be able to maneuver through your empire. So I do want to understand that. So there's people that came before us, right? There's things that came before us. There's laws, there's morals, there's teachings, there's indoctrines. You know, people that were able to kind of present some things to us. And so now we are walking in the light of that, right? So and no matter, you know, you're on your mission and you're on your divine mission. What your mission and my mission is two different missions, right? Home intuitives, but we come home and we sit down, we can get us something to drink, we can go in the back, we can get us some coffee, we can get us some tea, we can get us some smoke, we can get us some shrimp, whatever you want to do, whatever is going to bring us all together. That's what this is all about. My channel isn't to destroy anything. It's not even to go against. It's just to bring us all together, because we all are all like-minded people, right? So let's keep going. Something that once tried to shock you or destroy you is now becoming a ritual. All right, so cool. Strength card, yes, because we are in the Lionsgate portal, so we getting strength. You see all these lions in that dungeon, and they said, no, you're going to do this. Oh, no, and you're going to be the one to stand up. You're going to be the... See, the thing about being an entity or a deity within yourself, because whatever you leave, whatever the legacy you leave behind, these are what people are going to follow. All right, these are teachings and these messages, my messages that I give to y'all, these things are gonna be flowing for years and years and years after my time, right? So I didn't do this for me. I did it for people that are in generations, so even after I'm gone and even after my time is up, right? Because we all have our time, we all have our day, but until then, I'm gonna do my thing. So we got the strength here. So you're building strength today. Today is all about strength. Whatever it is, strength on your manifestation, strength on discipline, strength on being straightforward, strength on your throat chakra, speaking up. Even though you're allowing people to speak and you're watching them and you kind of just like, okay, cool, right? Strength, building strength. This is a fight. Whatever even you trying to get out the matrix and do your own thing and be a free spirit and just not adapt to anything else besides what your calling is. All of these things here. This is what strength is like. These are what the lions of that dungeon is giving to you. Strength. You need strength. You can't do it by yourself. You out here looking sick. You out here weak. Okay, so stand the fuck up. For real. Stand the fuck up, Pluto and Scorpio. Stand up. Today I was outside and I went to Starbucks. I went and got me a little caramel macchiato. I know that I'm not really supposed to be drinking these things, but I needed a little bit of energy today. I wanted to actually feel what it was like to indulge into something I knew I didn't need, right? And that's what real Scorpionic energy is. So I was in there, and it was like, when we was talking about astrology, you know, I'm giving out my cards, you know, I'm all through the city. And so at this point, the lady was like, wait, me and you are twins. I'm like, well, how are we twins? She was like, well, I'm a sun, moon, and da-da-da-da. I'm going to tell y'all that because then I'll be giving you the cheat code to my chart. Even though when you do pull up my chart, I'm going to be, I have 3 different charts in one. So you have to have a lot of knowledge and a lot of understanding to be able to understand me as a person. So strength card is, 6 of Pentacles. This is your success. This is your lane. People can see that over you. Remember, I had a conversation where people can actually see certain things over you, or they can see certain things happening, and so they're gonna be against the field. I love the question of, well, I don't know what guy you represent, and I don't know, and it's like they say it like as if it's insulting. They say it as if they're trying to like diminish you, or bring you to a level where you feel like you don't even know yourself. And so that's where the real strength comes. It's like, okay, show up. I showed up. They could have called a lot of people, but they didn't. They didn't answer. They didn't submit to their calling. And so now we outside. Period. And what you gonna do, right? So people are they're even trying to see about your life. But see, some of you, especially Scorpio energy, Libra energy, Sagittarius energy, Capricorn energy, many of you are not, your life is only going to be built off chaos. Like something, your energy has to get shook because you're such a fixed sign. Not all of you. Scorpio for you for sure. Leo for sure. Aquarius for sure. What's my Capricorn? Taurus for sure. Many of you are going to be stuck in the energy, and so spirit got to like move you. So they got to cause chaos. You know, your car got to fuck up. Your home got to be displacement. There's a lot of things that has to take place in order for you to be able to strive into these energies. Now, a lot of people are trying to get into your energy, and they're trying to tap into your energy, and you can't, because every time you try to tap into my energy, you're going to fold like the weak bitch or weak ass motherfucker that you are. Period. Moving on. So, the censure. So, strength meeting with the meetings. Oh, no, strength meeting with the lions. So, you're having meetings. Today is the day where you're going to find a lot of solitude. You're going to be by yourself. You're even going to be in the field by yourself. I mean, you could be going outside, spending time in nature. Just being outside, letting that sun just raise on you, because it's going to be a light show. Shout out to those who are going around. I think sunset is going to be like a little light show in the sky. So if you have a boo, if you have a friend, anybody, meet up at the like downtown park, or just go outside and just see it, okay? No matter what you got to do tomorrow. The fact that you're in the matrix and you have to stop your life because of work, not even your personal work, because I feel like with entrepreneurship, you're going to have to spend a lot more time than the average 9 to 5, because you're trying to build an engine, you're trying to build a foundation, and it's coming off the ground. So you're going to need that. All right, so what is my importance of this Lion Gates portal? Ooh, 9 of Swords. Downloads. You see that, Hermit? Education. Okay, a lot of education, educating yourself. Now, many of you could just be stuck, and so the Lions Gate are hopping on your ass because some of you are too weak. You're spiritually weak. You're mentally weak. You're just a weak ass bitch. And that's just what it is. So how do you become outside of the weak ass bitch energy? Because that's how I really personally feel. And you can always tell because look, they stuck. Some people get trapped in this portal. You see how all these made it, they trying to get them through, but then this person gets stuck. Yes. You know why? Because you enter realms that you're not supposed to be in. You're entering realms where you're not your energy is not supported. Okay. You didn't follow your intuition. You're just out here being a follower. And that's why you're engaging in wanting more followers, or you want more attraction, and you're wanting more of this. It's going to come. Home and intuitives, it's going to come. But there's also levels to certain things. There's certain spirits that did a lot. Now, some little lost souls didn't have homes. So that's why you got artists that needed a label. They needed a certain thing. They just really didn't have the willpower or the strength or the retail or whatever they had to do to make the money on the back end so that they're able to do the art and artistry and the gifts that God had provided to them. They wasn't meant to do that because they're not in this realm. We don't waste time here. I mean, we just don't. So, that's your importance, and then what's your ascension? So what are you ascending to? All right, let's see what you're ascending to. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles, and you got the Devil card. Cool. So there is a force that's pulling you back, and this force is, there you go, self-importance. All right, materialistic things. So you're going to have to kill some type of ego. You're going to have to kill many things in order to be able to manifest. Because what's happening is you're manifesting everybody else's goals. You're manifesting what you see through the internet. You're manifesting what you see through social media. It's like, I want to be like this person, but you really wouldn't admit it. So instead, you try to, it's almost like when you get in front of this entity, and now y'all both in cahoots, and now y'all both battling certain things, and now y'all find yourself arguing. And the thing about it is, I'm not about to argue something that I'm here ordained to do. So getting access to the portal is very important because everybody just can't get access to the portal. You're gonna need a friend. You're gonna need a spirit, and you're gonna need an ancestor that's gonna come and get you because you're physically not ready. You're physically not on the room to be able to do it. We all are not. So then this relationship's open. So a lot of love and relationships has happened because it's almost like an entity or an energy just don't want you to go through the portal because they know what's up. Like they know what's up. So get your goals in line because the universe is really fucking confused about what you want to do. It's like you telling the universe in your writing, because writing is spells, in your prayers, you're telling the universe one thing, but when you get in front of this person or you get in front of this entity, right, it doesn't come out that way. It doesn't come out that way. It's not treated as such, and it comes out in a way that, it's just not in the way that you want it to be. Nine of Swords is you have to fight. Many of you are fighting your own mental. Many of you are fighting your own willpower. Many of you are going, like the devil really got you going against your own willpower and your own identity. You're not meant to be a part of some type of ideal relationship or foundation that you're meant to be in. Like that's just not where we're at. So now you have to make your own. You have to make your own lane. If you're tired of working for these jobs, you're tired of being a part of certain things. I mean, you don't want to be inside the matrix. You don't want to be a part of social media world. Okay, make your own lane. What's the strength card? Okay, Emperor. Okay, like I said, Emperor. Okay, so your strength is, it takes a lot of different energies to build an emperor. So remember when I was saying that a lot of Aries are getting ready to be born? And those are the emperors of the deck. So a lot of emperors have a lot of Aries in their energy. That's how you can tell that they're really truly about like the emperor status because they're going to have emperor. They're going to have Aries in their chart somewhere. Now, wherever the placement is, we'll talk about that later. But the emperor's out here. So it's almost like you're going to have to need strength against this force. Because this force is a big deal. This force, and many of you, if you're an emperor, a boss, a father, someone who has authority, someone that makes or breaks the rules, someone that also creates the rules, okay? So you're going against that grain, and you're going to have to fight that force with the Aries energy of fiery climax approaches. Now, the thing about Emperor does not allow their foundation to fall from the pits of hell, because that's where you're trying to get it to go, and it's not. You have to be able to battle these forces. You have to be able to stand 10 toes, and you have to be outside of it, right? Because they're going to come your way. And that's why, play around with the energy. Certain things is just not meant to like stay around and just like put harm's way on you. Nine of Swords though, because something is a blockage. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's trying to literally physically block you. That's everybody's not going to make it now. Everybody's not going to make it on the other side of this wheel. So then you see how you by yourself. Okay, again. So whatever you're doing, whatever your calling, whatever your purpose is divinely guided for you to do, everybody is not going to see it, and everybody is not going to make it through this portal. Some people are going to get stuck. Now, the key about this portal is go get your jewels, get luxury, and come outside. You got to come out of the portal. You can't get stuck in it, because then you just be stuck in it for like 9 years or 9 sectors or 9 months or something that's just willing to be stuck again. So we don't want to go. We don't want to have another year going past us where we have not done or we have not completed the text that we were supposed to complete. Nine of Pentacles though is somebody that's very beautiful. Have their own. I mean, they're very independent, but we're not talking independent energy where they can't submit, because there's a lot of submission that has to take place, because when you got the Emperor beside you, you have to submit to something, right? However, though, I feel like for some of you're just not meant to submit to this person, or you're just not meant to submit to this entity, because remember, they built their own. They built theirs. So now it's time for you to build your own. All right, and now it's time for you to build. And so you're going to be going back and forth. You're going to have a little bit of agitation, because there's a force that's trying to break you down, or there's a force that's trying to get you to go against the grain. And so Spirit was like, nah, not me though. So you're going to have a lot of things playing on your mental. Some people are going to come in and say, well, what are you doing? Like, I mean, this is art, but you ain't, like, you got to stay away from certain people and things like that, because it's just, I don't know, Knight of Pentacles, it's just not worth it. Something is coming in very slow, though. Communication is coming in slow. The answer to the pieces is very slow. What I tell you, Two of Pentacles, I said that change, right? You're changing. You look different. Your body is different. The way that you think, the way that you handle things. Something is a switcheroo. So whatever you're doing in your practice, I think you need to switch it up. And the answer that you need are coming. Yeah, they're coming in Knight of Pentacles because they're wanting to you to come to them. See, this entity, you need to go and ask Spirit. You need to go ask Spirit, like, what is it? What is it? Because when we're talking about talking to God, yeah, but we have our prayers wherever you're sending your prayers to. But we're going to talk about God here, because that's where we on. We send our prayers to God, but see what happens is ancestors come, they get your prayers, they jazz them up a little bit, put a little, a little dazzle drizzle on it, and then they send them up to the higher, because they know exactly what you're trying to do. They know the mission, right? And even when you transition over, even when you get into your other space, everybody don't meet God just yet. Knight of Pentacles, some things are certain slow. Some people even get stuck in the we're dealing with portals, right? So some people get stuck in this portal and they can never go on and transition to the afterlife and live their best life, really, because that's where you really want to be. So you got the King of Wands out here, going after something passionately. As you're going after it passionately, this person, they're going to speak their truth. All right, somebody could be an artist. Somebody could just be Bob the Builder. I don't know. But this person knows how to, like, get their point across. Somebody may even have Sun, Moon, and Rising in Leo. We're dealing with Leo's energy. So speak from your truth. Speak from your heart. Speak up. God damn. Throat chakra is off. It's like you slow to approach. Like, get on stage and speak, for God's sakes. Get your message out there. Whatever it is that you're trying to present to the world, it's time. Like, today is the day. Like, if you don't do it today, then I don't know what else to tell you. So, like, speak your truth. Get to the bottom of it. So, we also dealing with, like, very trickery energy. So this energy is going to be very trickery. It can come through a portal, because you got to think, the energy that's sitting on the side of the wall or sitting on the side of the matrix is that devil card. So remember when the devil card is coming out. So you're in cahoots with the materialistic world, and you're in cahoots with occultism, and you're trying to one up. So it's all about education. How do you overcome the matrix? See, God gave you power to be able to listen. God gave you the power to be able to present. God gave you the knowledge too. See, some you can't come. The reason why you can't come against the world because you feel like you don't have enough knowledge. You're not even confident in enough of the word that you're putting out here. So you get stuck in this hangman position. When I say stuck in between rims, and then when life gets hard, you run away from it. So they're looking like, where you going? Where you going? Like I chose you. I chose you. So you're in the battle of the sexes here. All right, so battle of the sexes, and I feel like honestly too, it's your voice. Wow, the sun card. But whenever you're able to step against this grain, whatever you're willing to go against the grain, remember you're not supposed to be inside the matrix. You're not supposed to look like everybody else. That's why you look different. That's why you got freckles with orange hair. That's why you have, I don't know, you're very small, very short. That's why you're very tall. Stand out. Everybody has a gift. Okay, everybody has a gift. So when you say, "Why I'm thinking I'm just not good enough," okay, get out of the fucking realm. We don't have time for weaklings. Are you strong? That's why the strength card is out here. You need a lot of strength. You need help. You need support. You cannot do everything on your own. All of a sudden, too, you're not going to be able to be the worker. You're not going to be able to work. You over here building somebody else's dream with the strength card. You're building somebody else's dream just for them to be living like this, just for you to continuously have a problem. Because the King of Wands can have a problem with a lot of shit, right? Humanitarian. So humanitarian actually lets me know that they're able to help our community. So you're not just doing this for you. You're doing this for people that are just like you. All right. The luxury of things. Okay. Finding luxury. The sun is out here. So Halloween came early this year. I do got to deliver the messages. Obviously, I don't want to go dark. So I am going to give a trigger warning at this point at 31:21. Let me write that down. 31:21. So you are going to be going into a matrix. Now, some people are not able to hop out of this matrix. A lot of people are not able to do that, and that's okay too. So spiritualists have to dibble and dabble with the dark energies to see exactly what they're against. Now, they're not your friend. Right? No, anything that's dark, because God is not the author of confusion, correct? No, they're not. No, God is not. So when it becomes confused, when you become confused, at this point, it's time to kind of dibble and get on out of these dark energies. Right? It's time for you to just kind of like hop out of it and go ahead and get into like who you are. So some of these energies are going to force you to lose everything so that you can actually get on your plan, get on your track. Now, you're dealing with mermaid. You're dealing with the mermaid energy. Shout out to Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio. And you're dealing with the Medusa. So we are going to have like a Me Too moment where women are just going to come out and they're Jezebel energy. So they're going to come through the portal and they're going to start saying, well, you did this to me. You raped me. You did this. So a lot of Me Too movement. Some people are on their mission to destroy masculine energy. So I think you need to also understand that too. Energies have to come get you and lure you in. All right, and this can come through family members, job, work, people that just have a lot more knowledge than you do. See, some people really actually understands the matrix, and they know how to maneuver through the matrix, and they know when you are a weaker link. So that's why I say you need strength, right? Remember, we're saying you're gonna have to build a lot of strength. So the portal is going to bring you strength. Now, how do you get prepared for the portal? Set your altars, go out and journal. Do a vision board. Do your manifestations. What are you willing to do? How do you see your foundation? Now, the way you see your foundation, others see your foundation. So you cannot allow people to just go ahead and submit to that. So you have to get people that are on your page who are willing to like kind of contribute to whatever you have going on. And that's what anything necessary. You want millions of men. All right, all of the niggas got to be on the same page. You want millions of women, all of them got to be on the same page. If you want a law firm, or you want some type of organization, or some type of job, or some type of entrepreneurship, and you want all women, or you want an all-man background, set the tone. But you got to be very strong in order to even be into these domains, right? So that's what Spirit is pushing you to do. Like I said, these energies have to come get you, because if you go into this realm, you can get lured, and now you're going to be dibbling down into things you aren't supposed to be. So you got to be strong enough. These entities knows when the soul is weak. It's a piece of cake. Some of you could be actually eating cake right now. Some of you could be baking a cake. Shout out to the bakers. Shout out to my florists too. So your biggest creation is going to be about flowers. using your hands. So something about getting your hands dirty. I'm also seeing watching you immerse your hands into pottery or immersing your hands into mud. All right, these are things that's going to connect you with the universe and keep you going. So it's very important to follow divine guidance, follow what your soul is telling you, and what's good and what's right and what's wrong. Like, if just literally think about it. Like, should I do this? Should I not? Will I do this? Will I not? Can I do this? Can I can't? Would I? Okay, because I thought I was a rapper. Remember, some of you going to be writing art, doing work. Some of you just going to be finding yourself just doing a rap, making beats, writing poetry, creating something. It's going to be using your hands, though. So some of these that are stuck in the portal are usually because you're brain dead. You don't have any ascension going on. It's like you're looking to run away. That's why you follow a lot of tarot readers. That's why you follow a lot of spiritualists. It's like spiritualists are also magicians, and they know how to manipulate, and they know how to do tricks, okay? Because you're dealing with very trickery energy. So when I tell you, do not be dibbling dabbling into that dark shit that you know you ain't supposed to be in, because what's going to happen is you're going to get stuck there. You're going to get stuck. So we don't want to get stuck. We don't want to get hangman. It's like we want to come in the portal and we want to hurry up and get out. And if you don't even know what I'm talking about when we're talking portal talk, don't even enter into that domain, because what's going to happen is you'll be the first one to get stuck. You know, you'll be the first person to get stuck, and that's where you're going to be left, because who's going to bring you out? See, like I told you, the devil is sitting there waiting on the ledge. So just imagine you walking through a certain portal and the devil's sitting right there, and it's like, got him. It's because, again, they know when you're weak. They know when you're open to something. Okay, so this is also for others who are missing your ancestors, loved ones who have passed on, who have went into the different dimension, and this is like your call to heaven. So today is the day that you're going to connect with them. You're going to talk to them and get their secrets, because they know a lot more. They can see over, they can oversee whatever you have going on. They actually know your plan, because remember, our plans don't just come out of nowhere. Our plans are something that's embedded in DNA, and that's going to allow us to be able to do it. So when you get this type of urge, you can't go to sleep, it's something on your mind, you're just like, I got to do it, I got to fulfill it. You have to, because those are it's like sweet whispers in your ear. All right, and sweet whispers in your ear. So Halloween definitely came early this year. So guess what's coming out of it, though? Guess what's coming out of it, though? You got a new opportunity, new pinnacles, new car, new home, whatever. So this is materialistic things that is coming. The portal, the universe is literally presenting it to this, like it's something that's your turn. So come on. So they're calling you to the docket, and now you're on Judgment Day, and now you're willing to be able to be judged and to see all of these. And from what it looks like, home until that you did your work. So that's why you have the Ace of Wands, a new passionate beginning, sexual. Couldn't know how necessarily sexual, but it's something you're very passionate about. So this is where your passion meets materials. This is how your passion gets you money. This is how your passion, whatever your gifts, whatever it is here, is going to get you a whole bunch of money. So now the question is, how do you get it staying consistent? You got to do it even on your days off. You got to do it when you're tired. Get some sleep, get some rest, right? But this is all about manifestation. So now manifestation comes with a clear mind, clear thought process. So if your mind isn't clear, some people goals, I'm just saying somebody is manifesting a person straight up. Ace of Pentacles, it'll come your way, but you're going to have to get it, you're going to have to accept it for what it is. All right? Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands try to come out reversed. So Ace of Wands let me know that, you know, whatever you're trying to, if it's a person, place, or like, if it's a person, it's not going to come out the way that you want it. All right, it's just not going to come the way that you want it. It's going to come in ricochet, because at the end of the day, it's something about you trying to possess something. It's something you're trying to force. It's something that you're trying to make come into your way. And the thing about manifestation, you can, but everybody has to be on the same page. And so that's how somebody gets stuck in a portal. Somebody's mindset just will not elevate. You will not be able to go into a different dimension because you're physically not ready. So you get dumbed down. All right. I just heard you're black before you're gay. That's a tough subject. Hilla definitely spoke about being black before gay. And people, I watched people try to give her like a lot of pushback and a lot of feedback on that. But it's true, because we got the Brittany Griner situation. All right, now this is all political. This is all dealing with political changes. At the end of the day, Brittany Griner was also getting ready to sit down at the national anthems. So they're using her as a prodigy, and they're using her as a symbol for gaining control. Because what is religion? Religion is technically, they use religion, obviously, for the good-hearted. It was about just connecting with God, connecting to God's truth. But in this case, religion was really based off of control and power. How can I control you? How can I gain power? And I'm going to use the highest power to gain power over you. So they do speeches, they do talks, they tell you about what they believe in and what things should be and how it's supposed to go. But remember, we came to earth for a journey. Everything is not meant for you to know everything. Now, there are certain people that got certain gifts. And if you believe in your gifts, then you can't force them. We're dealing with a lot of lustful energy too. Are you dealing with a lot of lust? All right, lust can change. So lust is only it's the Eight of Swords. It's only like short lived, and then you can get your lustful fulfillment, which is like your fix, your feed. What if it's just sex? Whether if it's just whatever it is to make you lustful over it. It's selfish reasoning. Okay, that's what that is. It's selfish reasoning. So you're dealing with the industry in the stars. So see pics to hear their music. Connection. Also, many of you are connecting with the other side. I mean, it's just not. I'm sorry. Everybody didn't make you a Scorpio. Everybody didn't make you a person that was able to dibble and dab. I'm not saying Scorpio because I feel like Scorpio, this is a time where you are connecting with the other realm. You are connecting with the other side. So you're dealing with the transition and the Walking Dead. Obviously, you're dealing with like tombstones, celestial beings, Akashic records, and past lives. Many of you are dealing with a twin too. I feel like many of you are dealing with twins. And so this is an important time. So Sagittarius energy is all about freedom and being able to be free, being able to maneuver, being able to be in all parts of life, being able to bring two sides together in a perfect form or a perfect match, right? Also, temperance is like ancestral energy too. So temperance is also here to kind of like help. Yes, Sagittarius energy, a lot of burdens, carrying a lot of things on your back. But Knight of Pentacles, you got the ability to do that, right? And a lot of things that you burdens you or try to keep you behind or try to keep you just away from your calling. Nine of Pentacles, people are now getting ready to see the light that you in place. So we are in different times, right? We're not in the old ancients, witches don't get burned states, whatever you believe in, I don't know. But and it did happen. So it's not that it didn't happen. It definitely did happen. But with the 10 of Wands, you got to be able to carry a lot of burdens and to be able to be at the 9 of Pentacles, right? You got to carry. That's the person that's there for everybody. That's the person that does for everybody. You're the bank. I mean, you're literally a part of, like, you're literally controlling, like, you're controlling things. You got a good whisper of whatever that's going on. So people see that. So you got 999. So there is some type of endings here. Endings to old mindsets. Endings to like hardship. Like everything is not meant to be hard. Life is actually very much so easy to be. Life is actually meant to be ease and not so stressful. So the lions are teaching you how to be like kind of like stress-free and carefree. Carrying on a lot of burden. That's procrastination too. Sagittarius tend to procrastinate. They don't hop on things right when they're needing to be done. And so it puts them in a mind fuck. It's like somebody's trying to figure out, how are you doing this? Why? Because it's divinely guided. It's off the top of the dome. Like I can't, because if I start copying people, if you start trying to figure out, okay, how can you teach me? Some of these teachings are literally going to come through intuition and DNA. A lot of them. So you're dealing with like heartbreak, murders, jealousy, envious. This is the time. That's already even the ancient Egypt's killed. Like when you think about when you're dealing with the lion, and you're dealing with Mufasa, and you're dealing with Scar, his brother, killed them, Cain and Abel, right? So you're dealing with that type of energy. So your own blood, your own people that you work with, people that you started something with. Somebody is mad at you because y'all had like one simple ass idea. You took it, you critiqued it because they never acted upon it. And so now you're doing your thing, and now you got rich off of it. You get what I'm saying? Now you're rich off of it. If you're not already, well, 9 months from now, you will not. Home and intuitives, 9 months from now, you will not be in the same position. After today, your life changes. So I want you to write the date. Today is August 8th, 2022 at 1:59 p.m. Many of you are going to be watching this probably about like at 11 p.m., 11 o'clock, 11:59 or 10:59 p.m. because I do believe that the times are different. So times is changing. So understanding time, time is nowhere near different. So while we thinking of things that's going to take place, it takes like a week from now. In the space realm, because we're doing as above, is below type of reading. So as above, this thing that happened in seconds. Something changed in seconds. Well, for you on earthly realm, it's going to take some time. So that's why you need to be ahead of the game, and that's why you always need to know. Emperor, if you don't know these people's birth charts, if you don't know who's working for you, you don't know who's in your realm with you, you're going to have a hard time getting the grasp of things. Emperors rule. They're a ruler. They know everything and everyone that's working underneath them. Same thing as empress. Same thing, empires. These empires in these worlds cannot collide because I have my own. Right? You have your own. So this is what's happening too. You are going to get improved. Some of you are going to get approval. So you may have gotten denied last week, but I do see there's going to be approval because it's something about your understanding. It's something about the magic that takes place. It's something about when the sky cracks open for you. Something was just bad timing. It didn't happen the way it was supposed to, and it's not going to. That's why a lot of times that you're dealing with different people, you're dealing with energies that, that's why you have to deal with them under influence, because Spirit doesn't really want you to maneuver through it. It's almost like going through a portal being untouched, There's a lot of untouched energies out here. So maybe you're being untouched, okay? Maybe this is what it is, but, also, too, people are not used to you elevating. People are not used to you changing. People are looking at you like, what is she doing? What are they doing? Like, I know. And honestly, it's not meant for them to know. It's just like, I don't know. It's so easy. And I see how people were able to get rich. I see how people are able to get left behind because this is just not your realm. It's just not your lane, okay? So when you give your coworker, you don't like an exploding pie. So it's almost like somebody wants to throw something in your face, or somebody wants to tell you how you living wrong, or they want to project on you. But the whole time they sit in the mirror, they losers they goddamn self. They can't tell you nothing because this is how they look at themselves in the mirror. You don't look at yourself this way. And if you do, that's getting ready to change, because at the 9 of Pentacles, you look great. So whatever you used to look like, or however way you used to see yourself in the mirror, you're no longer going to see that with the 9 of Pentacles. I'm hearing beauty rituals too. Being at peace, like go out somewhere, go get a room, go travel, go get some type of therapy here, like, okay, like retail therapy is what I'm hearing. Something that makes you feel good, something that just makes you feel honored. It's a sun card for you, so what you tripping for? You know what I'm saying? It's no reason to trip, home intuitive, because the sun card is out. This is the best card of the day. Right? This is what's happening for you. And that's why everybody else can't see why you out here partying, having a great time, and living your best life and doing everything. Because you did what your intuition told you to do. You did what the divine told you to do. So now these people got to sit back and they got to watch you do it, because they was in the cage. People are in a cage of thinking. Their mindsets is just not open. They're stuck in their views, and says when you're a man now, so it's time for you to start acting like one. Come on now, Emperor. You're a man now. All this childish bullshit, stand 10 toes, man. Get some strength. Me and the emperors are going to be getting strength at this time. You're going to be able to speak up. You're going to be able to maneuver outside this 9 of swords. Now, you have the ability to keep somebody stuck. You do have that ability to keep someone stuck and keep them conditioned and keep them trained to a certain element. Keep them caged. But, like, there's an emperor that's looking like, I got you in this cage, but you having fun here. So, you all right? It's almost like somebody's not listening to you. It's almost like you're a marionette right now. You're a puppet. Somebody's a puppet master. Yeah, somebody has literally mastered you. And so mastering the matrix again. And you're a caveman. Yeah, loser. Wow, it still came out. Loser. It says when your snail runs away. So somebody that you thought you had some type of, somebody that once thought they had some type of authority over you or some type of pull, some type of control over you, they're losing it. And now they're feeling like they're a loser. Because what you did was you actually trained this person. You actually gave them a lot of knowledge. You also taught, there was some type of seed that you sowed that made their mindset open to understanding and open to going into a different realm or doing their own educational. Somebody's was educated and you talked the wrong person, because now it's like the snail ran away. It's like somebody outlived you. You looking around and you're trying to figure out, damn, how everybody else got whatever they wanted. Well, the truth be told is because you were too busy trying to stop somebody. You can't stop what destiny has in store for someone, or somebody can't stop you. Like home and intuitive, you can't be stopped. You cannot be stopped. I feel like the only person that can stop you is yourself, because I feel like you're, especially if you're a Scorpio energy, like you're too busy like worried about that past. You're too busy worried about what things look like. You're too busy worried about what you was once being taught. It's time to get out that matrix, not the pentacles. How are you going to get to this next level? How are you truly going to be the emperor? Even if you are already emperor, how are you going to gain your power back? Because many of you lost your power, and it was all because of a mindset, or it was some type of thinking, some type of cage thinking. So the answers that you need are coming from a Gemini. These people are going to give you these answers, and you're dealing with twins too. You could be also a twin, Gemini energy. Yeah, breakthrough. You're going to have a breakthrough. It's like, man, I can't even sit around and listen to what you got going, because I know if you pull cards on a million times, it's going to be the sun card for you. People can see your light. People can see your aura. So have fun with the sun today. Go outside, meditate, journal. Have fun. Go to a party. Go to a day party. Go to Miami. All right, go party. Travel. Get a flight. Go party. Go enjoy yourself. All right, because when you go on strike and to hire a teenager to replace you, like, you on strike. So you got a little, you whoever your prodigy was, or whoever this younger person that you have working underneath you, or whoever you work under, they left you in charge now. Because now that's what it really means to be a boss and go on vacate. You have built the foundation. You have built the matrix, because whatever you're building, it needs an operation. It needs a plan, right? And you made the plan happen. And so now, when you're on strike, okay? So when you go on strike and hire a teenager to replace me, I got a little nigga to replace me, right? That's just how it is, because you have you trained, you built your empire. You even got everybody on the same page, everybody that you hired. I mean, your engine is literally flowing. It's a flow. Now, what's going to happen is a tower is going to come. So it's almost similar as your engine. There's a huge machinery that like produces like the shirts, or produces your paperwork, produces payroll. Some type of printing machine is going to go out. So you got to prepare for that, right? And you out here on vacay. So what can you do to prepare? Okay, so if anything always fail, what number can your team call? Who can come and maintenance and fix this issue? Somebody is coming to be the picker up. Somebody is coming to fix an issue here. So those are things that are taking place during this time. You're in your North Node now, so you are on your destiny. So do not allow your South Node, things that were from your past, things that were in your past, like just things that's just in the past. You cannot allow it to stop you by any means necessary. You actually have to go forward. You got to keep going. All right. They're trying to figure out like how can you, whatever they wanted you to be disciplined and punished for, is actually making you the bigger person. They're still in caveman ages, back in ancient Egypt. We also dealing with the ancient Egypt energy too. So when you have to give out free Krabby Patties to win your customer back, so it's almost like now you submitting to something. Now you on your hands and knees, having to feel like you got to do certain things just in order to win your customers back. Because maybe you lost some customers. Maybe you said something that was just like, it was so what you said was not, it was controversial. What you said and what you stated was, it definitely moved the room, but it also built strength. And nobody can replace that statement. Like, nobody can replace your work. So you're going to a higher level, and people are going to be stealing your work. It just is what it is. If you're a star, if you're on a platform, people are going to steal your work. But you have to turn that, because think about this. This was a burden anyway. Hell, doing all this work by yourself. No, you need people to work for you. You need people to understand the knowledge so that you don't have to do so much work. See, the plan is to become an emperor, and you're meant to get to this space. So this is all what Lionsgate Portal energy is here to do. It's just here to make you help you manifest. This is almost like building of the pyramids, like building a pyramid, building a whole, some of you are really building a town. Some of you could be a mayor. Some of you could just be into politics. All right, some of you are really buying the bot back, okay? So you got the money now to be able to do it. And so now you're going to enter into being the emperor. Some of you are going to have political conversations with people in higher up. Some of you are dealing with the government. All right. Some of you are presenting yourself in front of the government. Some of you, the government came and presented themselves with you. Now, I do feel like you have a great idea, and somebody's going to deter you from that because it's such a great idea that they don't want to. And I really personally don't think they're doing this on purpose, but they are. And I think the root of it is jealousy and envy. So once you like, now they have to sit and reflect like, damn, am I really tripping? Is this really their destiny? But see, while they too busy trying to figure out what's for you, they got to worry about what's for them. They got to get their own empires intact. So enjoy yourself. Okay, live free, be open, be yourself. Don't. It's almost like walking into a restaurant. You're being yourself. You got on colorful clothes. Your music is loud. You just look different. Some of you just look different. Some of you are not meant to look the same. Something about your beauty being amplified at this time too. Yeah, and it just makes somebody so infuriated. It's like, I can't stop them. Well, maybe their goal is to try to stop you. So it's something that's becoming a little bit more of a burden because you just can't be stopped. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So now they sitting there mad as hell. Somebody just mad as hell because you won't be stopped. And, with that being said, Lion Gate Portal. So today, let me give you some good old ghouls and jewels. Learning about your twin. Learning about your better half. Many of you are going to be learning about your better half today. And that could just be your simple self. All right. It could just be just learning yourself. Because how you going to get to where you want to be? How can you have a great thought? How can you think of others when you don't even know yourself? All right. Pleasure, sex. That's all taking part too. Some of you could just be resting. All right. So make sure you get a dream journal. Because I feel like many of you are going to be getting a lot of dreams. Especially you Pisces. Your Piscean energy here. Give me 3 cards for the collective. What are they going to be doing today overall? This is what they're going to be doing. This is what they're going to be doing. All right. 3 cards. Oh, spending time with friends. Collabing, just chilling. Controversial talks podcast is also what I'm hearing. Maybe you could be going live. Many of you, your audience is your friends now. You're following. Okay, especially if you do tarot or especially if you just do something online. Whether if it's just attracting people to your community. I'm seeing bakes, treats. Okay, eat something sweet today. Cupcakes, oranges, brownies, cookies, fruits. All right, all of these things are going to help you. Even many of you, get cute. Get cute to go see your friend. All right, have a few people over. Some of you just having like guests over. It's nothing that's scheduled, but it could be like taco night. I don't know, but y'all going to be eating, cooking on the grill, conversing, spending that time sitting in front of the stars. Everything, something about the stars being aligned. Sex. I told you, SEX. I'm up, that was up, little shawty, don't play. Yeah, ooh. So this is like for like okay. This is for like a lover, maybe someone that is on the other side or on the other room, or just someone that's at a distance from you. This is almost like sexting, text messages, FaceTime, actual real sex in public. I didn't even mean to say that. So maybe this could just be public sex, okay? Something about somebody dealing with like a brothel. Somebody watches porn. Somebody does porn too. Because this is like an audience, okay? This is like an audience. This is like people watching y'all, okay? So you in that deep dab. You in that, okay? All right, what else? One more? So sex. The sexual plane. Oh, okay, so the health checkup. So something about going to the doctor today. Something about getting your body checked up, getting things checked up. All right. Getting a checkup. All right, so scheduling an appointment, going to go see the doctor. I'm also seeing many of you could be working for a health physician. Maybe it could be doctors or nurse. I don't know. There's some type of sacred conversation that you're going to be having with the patient. It's something with connections with the patient. Now, I know I ain't just see that because y'all some nasty motherfuckers. For real. In the hospital, though, all right, do you. I don't know. There's some type of relation that's going to be gained with like a patient. I don't know. It's something. Somebody was shot multiple times. Some of you could be watching a movie as well. Some of you could be watching some type of video and just writing and being in alone time. All right, take a walk, go to the park. I'm also seeing that too, as well as that. And then I also wanted to pull one more for you guys, okay? I don't know. I'm just like, today's a great day. Be in the bliss. Enjoy the bliss, okay? Enjoy it. Money looks good for many. If it doesn't already, today is the day that you're going to be building that engine to bring you in lots more money. But again, it's about manifestation, so it may not start today. Like, some of you are going to be physically working on something, but today is not where that's like taking place, okay? All right, so one more for collective Homo intuitives, because we only just been gone. Weaving flowers, and then the white rose of hope. So white flowers, a lot of white flowers. Some of you could be dressing very fancy. Some of you are, could be decorating your home. Some of you are Southern belles here. I don't know. It's like you have the white rose of hope. It's like, I know. It's like something you know. White roses. Yeah, I don't know. Something about following your north node. Something about you can only see your stars. Like something about like your journey, your purpose. There you go, the mermaid. Remember I said mermaid and I said a sea witch? I told you. Yeah, so be careful in the waters. Especially like if only people that needs to be in the waters today is really like fire signs and water signs. Okay, some of you could be getting hurt at the lake, or some of you could be getting like hurt, stung by like I just seen a jellyfish, or so maybe some of you are in the ocean. But just being around a lot of water today and a lot of flowers. Okay, treasured memories. So something is only a memory now. It's going to go into your memories. It's like, it's good memories, but it's memories though. It's just memories. It just stays there. It doesn't come down from that, okay? So, all right, home and intuitive, you could have been anywhere in the world, right? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And also check my social medias out. I haven't been doing readings every day for the last like week or so because I'm just got a lot of stuff going on. So don't forget to check out my Instagram. Don't forget to check out my Twitter. And with that being said, you could have been anywhere in the world, right? So I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you enjoy this time. It's very revolutionary. And so with that being said, peace and blessings to you. Take care.